Everyone. Happy Sunday. We're just talking about life like we
Oh,
always
yeah,
do.
we have a great time.
We always get sidetracked on stuff and we're like, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. The thing, the important
Yes.
thing, the podcast.
Welcome. Yes.
Hello. Welcome, everyone.
Welcome to CFP, where our mission and our tone is all about being courageous, recognizing our worthiness, and being certain about it.
Amen.
Yes.
Yes.
And today we are ending our 6-part series on the parenting wound. And we're ending with reclaiming power, reclaiming your divine masculine and your divine feminine through reparenting. Because again, we're not, this is not about blaming anybody. It's just about finding out where the healing needs to happen and recognizing we can do it for ourselves.
Yes, many of us inherited patterns that we ourselves don't own. They were passed down at us, passed on to us, but they don't belong to us. So we are going to explore gently how to release that today and create new patterns, new beliefs, new behaviors that are rooted in love and courage and worthiness and certainty. Okay, get into it.
I love that. I love that. So we're going to talk about what it means to reclaim your power and what power to what. So we're going to talk about defining a secure identity. And a secure identity is about um, peace and calm, and it's about inner steadiness. It's not about what others expect you to be or the roles that you were handed in childhood. And when you think about how we grew up, many of us grew up borrowing roles, i.e., the fixer, the pleaser, the achiever, the one who carries everyone else's load. And these roles have kept us safe then. And so some at this age we have to investigate, do these roles still have a place in our lives?
Well, I have a question for you, Gigi. Do you identify with any of those roles you just listed?
Yeah, especially the pleaser. Try to make everything all right. Like, there, it's gonna be okay. And with two parents that had some that caused me a lot of insecurity, I had to play to them. I had to see, okay, where are they at today? What's going on
Mm.
with them? And then it would show me what I needed to do to maintain a status quo. I couldn't be too much, couldn't be too loud, couldn't say the wrong thing, couldn't do too much, out of whatever guidelines that they put in place. What about you?
I was kind of thinking I've worn all the hats.
Yeah.
I've been the fixer, I've been the pleaser, I've been the achiever at some point. I think I've just kind of switched them off depending on who I'm with and what I'm doing. But the pleaser definitely kind of I think trumps them all because I just want people to be happy. I want people to be happy. I want people to be happy with me. I want to be happy with me. All of the things. So I think pleaser also resonates with me the most. Um, Question for the audience. What
Mm.
about you? Do you see yourself as a fixer, a pleaser, an achiever, or the load carrier? I've also carried the load. I'm sure you have too, Gigi.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other role, I'm glad you actually talked about that too. That achiever role. I feel like with Black women in particular, there's this movement, this force to have us achieve and go and do and be busy doing. And so we have to achieve. A lot of us have to wear, the mother and the father hat and take care of the household. And
Mhm.
so you got to make sure you're making the money and getting, hitting all of those check marks, all of those to-dos at the job. And so you might have to overachieve, you have to overeducate. And I know due to my unworthiness, I overeducated myself just to feel good enough to compete with the big boys.
Ooh, I hear that. Well, and from a young age, I was told you're black, you're a woman, or you're female. Like the world does not like you. So you're always going to have to step it up or
Yeah.
do better
Or
than
work
most.
twice as hard.
Exactly. So I've had that mentality for basically my whole life, and it served me. I'm not going to say it's completely harmed me. It served me in some ways to see myself as needing to show up a certain way or do things a certain way in order to get to where I wanted to get to. But now in my more mature years, I'm like, girl, I'm so tired of having to think about going back to school or going for the next big job or proving my value and worth and in whatever situation it be it personal, professional. I'm just tired.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And how many of you out there are tired? How do you feel about it? We'd love to hear from you in the comments. And if you're listening during the replay, let us know how you're feeling. We're really
Mhm.
curious. On live, we have some difficulty responding live to the comments, but when we do see them, we do respond. So please let us know. And reclaiming power really also means stepping out of those borrowed identities of the fixer, the pleaser, the achiever, and instead choosing to live from a place that's rooted and authentic and steady, something that is like really authentically you. And so we're going to talk about the four archetypes of identity. The first is leader. The leader archetype is about owning your voice, your vision, and your authority. And it's not about controlling others. It means standing tall in your truth, in your alignment, and modeling courage to be yourself. And I think that's probably one of the hardest things for people to do in this, especially in this country, to be
Oh, for
yourself,
sure.
to
For
love who you
sure.
want to love how you want to love,
Hmm.
to work in the way you want to work, to live in the way you want to live. It takes a lot of courage and bravery to do that.
Hmm. It really does. It really does. And actually knowing who you are, because again, we've been brought up to like be pleasers or be achievers. So sometimes it's getting back to what really does matter to you, what really does speak to your spirit, what brings you joy, all of those things. Sometimes you have to pause and give that some thought. Because I've had people ask me, if you could get paid to do anything you wanted to do in this world, what would it be? And I had to stop and think and be like, would it be a stay at home dog mom? Or would it would it be something more, like worldly,
Yeah,
where I'm traveling the world and doing something great. And that's where you really have to pause and think and get to know yourself all over again, separate from being the pleaser, being the fixer, being the load carrier, all of those things.
right,
Yeah.
right.
So who are you, folks?
Who are you? Yes, yes, yes.
What brings you joy?
What brings you joy? Yeah, what warms your heart?
What lights you up from the inside?
Right. What inspires you? What makes you want to get up in the morning?
What regulates your nervous system?
That part, Lauren, what regulates your nervous system? Yeah, because that's alignment. That's alignment.
Ah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes. I love that. I love that. So let's talk about the lover archetype.
Yes.
So this calls for safe intimacy. And when I think safe intimacy, I'm talking about the ability to speak candidly and authentically, use your voice, to be safe physically, to be safe spiritually, to be safe emotionally with somebody else. Reciprocity. I give to you as you give to me, that nice energy exchange. And trust. It means you allow yourself to receive as much as you give, to be seen and cherished for who you really are. And I think
Mm.
from a pleaser perspective, it's hard to receive.
Oh,
It's
for sure.
it's easy to give, it's easy to be, here you go, here you go. But how is it to receive? To receive with the same level of energy that you give. How do you feel about that, Lauren?
Oh, you know this. It's it's uncomfortable for me. I'm like, wait a second. Like I know why I give, but why are you doing this for me? Or what's the catch? Even though I know there's no intention, or there's this feeling of, okay, now that you've done for me, I immediately need to do for you. So when you're not always used to just accepting or receiving, it can be uncomfortable. And people from outside looking in would be like, what are you talking about? If they're used to receiving, but it's just different. I can't explain it. It confuses me.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And so we have to kind of recalibrate so that we can receive. And it's
Yeah.
an adjustment because it doesn't feel comfortable at
No,
first.
no, it does not. And I can't be alone. How many of you out there? Yep. Yeah.
But I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I'm working.
We're working on it together. We
Yeah.
really are.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. We
I'm keeping
definitely.
my receptors open.
Yeah,
Yes.
audience out there. How about you? Tell us your experience with receiving. Because we know as empaths, as creatives, and coaches, you give a lot. But do
Mhm.
you give at the same level I mean, are you able to receive at the same level you give? That's the question. Let us know in the comments. And if you like this comment, this
Content.
topic, this content, please share it. Share it. We want this content to go viral. We want to have more folks to talk. And in fact, we're going to start a love seat soon to allow people to come in live where we can talk about real world issues and just address
Yes.
them
I
and
love seeds.
get some healing. Okay, so moving on, we're going to next talk about the nurturer. Now, this nurturer archetype is often misunderstood. We think nurturing means pouring ourselves out until we're empty, pouring from an empty cup. But the truth of the matter is, a healthy nurturer begins with self-care first. So when
Hmm.
you fill your own cup, your overflow is what you serve to others. The overflow, meaning you've poured into yourself. So, in practice, setting boundaries around your energy, practicing rest. How many of us do that? Get enough rest, prioritize rest, offering care that comes from wholeness instead of depletion. And that was a
Oh,
big one for
yes.
me as a people pleaser.
Same, same. I have been depleted and exhausted and still shown up, and then been to the point where I'm just like, I'm tapped out. I have nothing left to give. Um, Self-care, we talk about it a lot. Resting, feeding your body, working out, journaling, meditating, having fun, like all of those things fill your battery up, fill your cup up, whatever metaphor you want to use, so that you're able to give more of yourself and share more of yourself, and people get a better version of you.
Yes. Yeah. And you get a better version of
And
you.
you get a better version of you.
Yes. I love that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. It's like the where they talk about putting your own oxygen mask on before
Yes.
you give somebody else. It's like, if you
Yeah.
don't have any air, how can you help someone else?
Exactly. Yeah, and they use the example of, if you have a small child, do that to yourself first, because if you're not capable of taking care of the small child, then what?
Mm-hmm.
So I
Mm-hmm.
think that's a really good point. Now, the last archetype is creator. And the creator is about birthing things, birthing new projects, new ideas, new possibilities. It's that part of you that innovates, inspires, imagines, and brings beauty and solutions to the world. So, Lauren, how might we integrate these archetypes?
Oh, with these four archetypes, we find balance. We live from a place of a grounded power. The leader offers us direction, the lover gives connection, the nurturer offers care, and the creator offers expansion. So we just take a little from they're like the four perfect ingredients for a beautiful sandwich. So when you take a bite, you get it all. It's an infusion of all. Um, Together, they form a secure identity that no longer depends on external validation. You've got it all, folks. So therefore, you can do it all.
Yeah,
People, we don't need that external validation. We don't need to please anyone. We just rise. We just shine. We just show up, knowing that we're capable, that we're courageous, that we're worthy, and we're certain that we belong there, and we're certain that we can do the things. Okay. And to take a line out of Boundary Badass by Dr. Gigi Smith, the longer we carry what doesn't fit, the heavier the load gets. We talked about it last week, y'all. Pack light. Don't be a bag lady or a
don't
bag
be a
man.
bag lady.
Yeah. Pack light. Okay.
Yes.
So we have to release and then build and then start all over again. Start with some leadership, some loving, some nurturing, and some creativity. Okay. So that's what we're packing with these days.
I love that. I love that. I love that. I love that. And so now let's talk about integrating the divine feminine and the divine masculine through reparenting ourselves. So we know where we're sitting, we know where our deficits are, we know where our strengths are. And so when it comes to those deficits, we get to figure out how we strengthen it. We get to reparent ourselves. And I think that's actually really quite a beautiful thing, because that's where we can really exercise a leadership as an inner parent. And
Mm-hmm.
inner parenting is the practice of becoming the parent you've always needed for yourself. It means recognizing that no matter what you did or didn't get growing up, you can now remother and refather yourself with love, compassion, and strength. And even if you had no father or had no mother, you can fill in the gap for yourself right now. Think of it like building an inner home where both tenderness and protection live side by side. Can you imagine
Mm,
that?
that sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when we think about remothering with compassion, the inner mother represents the feminine qualities. So it's not necessarily about being a woman, but the feminine qualities of nurturing, intuition, and tenderness. She whispers, "You matter. Your needs are valid. You are enough exactly as you are." So you can say those words to yourself. And in practice, remothering looks like softening that self-critic. It looks like practicing softness and gentleness. And it also looks like learning your own natural rhythms and being in alignment and accepting that. How does that feel to you when I say all of that, Lauren?
It sounds doable and it sounds very beneficial. Like, I like the idea. I mean, because we spend the most time with ourselves, right? We have that inner dialogue. So why not allow it to be what it really needs to be in order to get us through our day? Be kinder to yourselves. You can't always expect the world to deliver to you exactly what you need in that moment. Sometimes we do receive blessings, but a lot of times it starts with us. Start to tell yourself you are okay, that
Yes.
you are good, that
Yes.
you are worthy, that you are deserving. And when you start saying that, I can speak from experience that out your outer world, the universe starts to bring more of that to your doorstep or to the
Yes.
forefront.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
External validation. So yes,
Exactly.
I love and appreciate that message and completely 100% endorse it.
I love that. So now let's talk about refathering. Now, so fathering is not necessarily about a man, it's about the masculine aspects. It's about protection. It's about providing. And so the inner father embodies those masculine qualities of boundary setting, protection, and direction. That means we can do it to ourselves. We can practice and be self-led within ourselves. So when we hear those voices that have a desire or telling us to do something else, then our conscious mind can exercise the mother and the father energy to nurture, protect, and to guide us to make the right decision. Because we don't have to listen to those voices.
Mm-mm.
We can say, no, thank you. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. Now the father says, I got you. I'll keep you safe. I will guide you forward. I'm not going to put you in a situation that's unsafe. I'm not going to allow you to be with somebody that's going to be abusive to you. I'm going to protect you. And so refathering shows up by honoring your limits. Say no when you mean no.
Mm-hmm.
Moving with purpose and clarity.
Leaving spaces, places, and energies that do not serve your highest and greatest good.
Yes, that part, Lauren, that
When
part.
you hear get out, get out.
Walk out. Yeah.
Leave.
Leave
just
now.
just
Yeah,
imagine, because black folks, especially when we see someone else running, we don't even ask. We just start running too. So when you're
exactly. Yeah, you don't have to find out the why. You don't have to do the
running.
investigation. Get out. Trust your intuition.
You don't have to work
Trust.
it to a burning building to know it's on fire.
Exactly. Exactly. So how can we integrate the divine masculine and the divine feminine together as a secure base?
We are going to build that secure base by blending those energies together. Giving yourself compassion softens your heart, and the protection that you receive from that masculine energy strengthens your backbone, gives you the courage when you felt like you had none. One without the other can leave us in balance, too soft without boundaries, or too guarded without tenderness. So it's important. Men and women both alike. We benefit from both, okay? They provide us steadiness and ability to stand in our truths, nurture ourselves deeply, and step into the world with both courage and care. Courage and care.
I love that.
So how many of you are ready to step into that space of courage and care? Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Yes, 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 yes. So let's see. I think we're about to do some healing. I think so. Some healing with some.
Well, we're gonna encourage folks to do some visualization just gently. This is more of not necessarily a practice we're going to do in the moment, but just a call to action for all of you out there. I just want you to imagine the feminine energy within you whenever you need comfort, and also like the masculine in you when you need strength. Over time, you'll find a rhythm, you'll find a balance within it. So just call it in. Call it in. Sometimes close your eyes, take a deep breath, and say, I need that nurturing feeling right now in this moment. I need my softness, or I need my strength. I need certainty. I need clarity. I need protection. Call those things in. It's really important. Okay.
I love that. Thank you.
And also, Gigi, I'm really interested in how we can bring back those permission slips that you were talking about last week.
How can we do that? I think we do that by, I wrote about that in my book Boundary Badass. We do that by just doing that. We engage our inner parent to say, this is going to be what's best for me. I was sharing with you earlier at the top of this, before we started our CFP conversation about my cannabis use. I've been smoking for a long time and really trying to not do it. And this past week, I believe, there was a major shift because I didn't do what I normally do. When I get these ideas that, oh, yeah, I want to smoke, because I can just go right to the dispensary or go get it. I can just go get it. It's very easy. But this time I didn't. There was a different conversation and activity that happened. And it was really about protecting myself and not going to a feeling that was going to hurt me or going to a state of mind that was not serving me. And so I say
Mhm.
all of that to say we exercise our own leadership. We can give ourselves permission to choose peace over pleasing that demon or that thing that's not good for us. We get to
Mhm.
choose. Each and every moment, we have an opportunity to say yes or no, right or left, and we get to do that. And so I think that leads us to our healing portion of CFP, where we're going to do some tapping to really integrate our our divine masculine and our divine feminine and allow us to self-parent with love and strength for our own betterment. And so how does that sound? We start right now. Tapping is called I Reparent Myself with Love and Strength. So the first round is about releasing old patterns. Just do what I do, say what I say. Karate chop point. Even though I learned love through sacrifice, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I carried too much for too long, I choose to honor my strength and begin letting go. Even though I believed pleasing others kept me safe, I give myself permission to choose peace now. Eyebrow. I carried too much. Side of eye. I gave too much. Under eye. I lost myself in pleasing. Under nose. I thought sacrifice was love. Under mouth. These patterns feel heavy. So heavy. Collarbone. I carried others' weight for years. 3 inches below the armpit. It's safe to put this down. Top of head, I release what doesn't belong to me. Release the tapping. We're going to take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth with an audible sigh. Excellent. Now we're going to install a new template, karate chop point. Even though it feels new to reparent myself, so we're going to start all over. Even though it feels new to parent myself, I choose to love and support me now. Even though I'm still learning to be both tender and strong, I welcome this balance into my life. Even though I once doubted my worth, I now choose to live as a leader, lover, nurturer, and creator. Eyebrow, I am safe now. Side of eye, I protect my peace. Under eye, I love myself fully. Under nose, I trust my inner wisdom. Under mouth, I guide myself with strength. Collarbone, I nurture myself with love. Underarm, I stand steady and whole. Top of head, I parent myself with love and strength. Release the tapping. We're going to take a deep inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth with an audible sigh. And now just keep your eyes closed, and Lauren is going to lead us with this empowerment script.
Thank you. We're going to reclaim our power and create new templates. Sometimes we inherit roles that don't belong to us. Fixer, pleaser, achiever, caretaker. Those roles may have kept us safe, but they are not our true identity. Reclaiming power means choosing who we are today in this moment. And we are claiming grounded, authentic, and steady within. We can begin by calling on our four archetypes inside of us. Our leader, who says, I stand tall in my truth. The lover, who says, I receive love that is safe and mutual. The nurturer, who says, I care for myself first, so my overflow nourishes others. And the creator, I bring new ideas, beauty, and solutions into this world, into my world. When we use these voices to move together, we no longer chase approval or perform for love. We attract it. We live from within. We also carry our inner mother and our inner father. And our inner mother says, you matter. You are enough. You are lovable exactly as you are. Our inner father says, I've got you, baby, and I will protect and guide you. Together, they create a secure base, softness and strength working side by side, in balance. From this place, we give ourselves permission to release our old patterns, set new boundaries, and choose peace over pleasing. Let's take a deep breath in together. Plant your feet on the ground. And as you exhale, we're going to say to ourselves, I reclaim my power.
I reclaim my power.
I create new templates.
I create new templates.
I rise at as my truest self.
I rise at my truest self.
I am safe.
I am safe.
I am loved.
I am loved.
I am protected.
I am protected.
And so it is.
And so it is. Mm. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Thank
Thank you.
thank you. Yes. Um, okay. So our closing affirmation is I choose to be well loved by me. I think that really supports the beautiful empowerment script that we just heard. And I'd like to invite all the listeners to journal. And here's the prompt. What new template am I ready to live from today? What new template am I ready to live from today? And share with us in the comments below what new template you want to live from today. And if today resonated, please share this episode with fellow healers, creatives, and empaths who are ready to reclaim their power.
We're really grateful for you sharing space with us and choosing to be open and show up in community, encourage, and choose new patterns for yourself. So, thank you again. And we'd love to hear back from you all that you're growing into and learning about yourself.
Yes, yes. So lovely, Lauren. How can people dive deeper with you?
Why, thank you for asking, Dr. Gigi. I now have a lovely landing page at behaviorcollective.net. That's behaviorcollective.net. Please
Yes,
come there. And when you visit, there's different offerings that I have for sound healing, for card reading. And if you enjoy my empowerment scripts and having conversations like this, we can do that one on one as well. So please come find me.
yes, yes. And what services do you offer again?
Sound healing, empowerment coaching, and card readings.
Yes, yes. So just go to your site. We see lovely Lauren right here, and you can get a lot of different flavors of her product. I love that. I love that. And you're doing a sound healing soon, aren't you?
I am. So I'll be at the Holistic and Health Expo in Elk Grove next Sunday, which is September 14th. And I believe it's from 10 to 5. I'm not sure on the time,
Okay.
but if I've been posting about it on Facebook and Instagram, it's a great opportunity for people to come and just receive. If you're looking to engage in some self care, we have, I'll be giving a sound healing at 1 p.m. It's at District 56 in Elk Grove next Sunday.
Ex-
Uh, they'll also be offering some dance classes, some fitness classes, meditation classes, and there'll be vendors there who are both healthy and holistic. And it's ran by the fabulous Maria King. So I just invite everyone to show up for themselves. It's free, y'all. All you have to do is register for a ticket on Eventbrite. So come
Wow.
join and get some healing.
Excellent. And how can people find you on social media?
I am at Lowkey, LOKEE 730 on Instagram. And I am also on Facebook. I'm connected with tappingwithdrgg.com. So you'll see me there. Okay. And now let's ask Dr. Gigi how everyone can get connected with you and receive some of your services.
Thank you. Thanks for asking. Well, you and I actually have a goddess series coming up on
Yay.
the 27th of this month at 1:30. It's in person in Rockland, but we also have some Zoom opportunities. So the link is below. We'd love for you to attend. Copies of my book, Boundary Badass, is available. You can learn to say no without feeling guilty. I think that's always wonderful. Got a landing page special for $197. You can get your landing page up. It doesn't take a long time, couple weeks, and start selling your gifts and talents to the world. It's only $197, so do that right now. Um, Tapping into Recovery. This is a free by donation program. You know, if you're looking to get rid of, release addictions, bad habits, come join us. We use emotional freedom techniques and love really to release those things that no longer serve us. Um, Tapping into Recovery. It's a 28-day program to increase your prosperity. And so this is a low investment program, only requires, maybe 15 minutes a day to change your whole mindset and energy about money so that you can magnetize more into your life. And last but not least, at Afro Leak Media, we are selling cards, African American inspired educational cards, sight words, affirmation cards, alphabet cards. You can learn Swahili. We have these cards in Spanish also. So go to afrolinkmedia.com and you can get cards online or print. So,
Awesome.
yes, yes, yes. So, let's see. Our closing reflection is, where in my life am I still living by old templates of sacrifice, overgiving, or people pleasing? And if I were to fully parent myself with love and strength, what new template would I create? And how would it change the way I lead, love, nurture, and create in this life?
I like that. What's one thing that you would create with your new template?
What is one thing? More peace. More peace and less worry. I wouldn't worry about the dumb shit.
Mhm.
What about you?
I think it would be more joy,
Yeah.
just being able to access joy just as easily as accessing air.
Yes. Yes.
You
I,
know,
I
I
get
breathe
that.
in joy. Whoop, there it is.
Yeah. Whoops, there it is. I love that. I love that. Okay, well, folks, that is a wrap up of our current episode. We look forward to seeing you next week. Same time,
Yeah.
same place. Take care. And
Big
please,
love.
yeah, please share this content with anyone you think that might resonate with it. Bye-bye.
Bye.